Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Ro. For those that are new to my channel, I want to welcome you and thank you for stopping by. And for those who are already subscribers, welcome back. It's been about a year since I've done a video. Life just, gets in the way. A year ago, I was working full-time and then I quit, and then I started working on my Etsy shop full-time, and let me tell you, that took a lot of work. So anybody here is an Etsy seller, Etsy is a lot of work. But anyway, I decided, it's time to get some videos up again, and again, thank you for joining me. So I wanted to share this Strawberry Shortcake junk journal that I created. This one's not for sale. I did make it for myself, and I did make a couple of little ones, but that already sold. So I think I have a video on that. I'm not sure. It's been a while. But I wanted to share this junk journal so that way if you want to make your own strawberry shortcake junk journal, you can, here's some ideas I'd like to share with you. So that way, because somebody had sent me a message wanting some ideas for a junk journal for strawberry shortcake, and I showed her pictures of my book. So I said, you know what, let me share it with everybody else. Also at the end of the video, I want to show you some ephemera packs that I did create with strawberry theme ephemera pack, and it's going to be in my Etsy shop. I'll get that listed as soon as I get this video done. And so anyway, here we go. So but again, stay tuned for the end and I'll show you some of the ephemera I have. And so this cover here is actually, it's a vintage cover, and it's for a book that has a record with it, and I got this from an Etsy seller. And these vintage books alone are like, I think this was like $10-12 just for the book. And it did come with a record. I can't even listen to the record because I don't have a player, but I did keep it. But anyway, so this is the cover and this is the back. I covered it with scrapbook paper. And I'm sorry about the light. It's a cloudy day, so I'm using lamps. So I'm sorry if there's any glare. I'll try to keep away from the glare. So let me go ahead and open it, and then I could show you what I did. So on the inside, I glued on with a two-way tape so let me show you here. The paper, I used papers here, and then the back, again, papers. We'll go back to that. And I used a two-way tape. It's like 4 inches long, and that's how I glued the papers. And then the spine, this is a really wide ribbon. And then I've got a rickrack. And then I just glued, not glued, but adhered these stickers right here. And then the closure is this long red ribbon. All right, so for the inside, and then I covered the ribbon with this paper and flower. And then I don't have anything here yet. I'll probably add a pocket or a image. And I messed up on the spine here. It started ripping up, so I put some washi tape on here. So next time I'll have to figure out how the paper won't rip. And then on the back, this is the pocket where the record went, and I just used it here to pocket to put some index cards. Okay, so then back to the front. All right, glare. Sorry about the glare. I am by a window as well. So let me see if I can close that up a little bit. There we go. All right, so here's a pocket with an envelope. It's a long envelope. Folded it over. And then here's some inserts here. And this is a vintage recipe card and a tag. Well, if it'll go in. Okay, and then this is just eyelet lace. And then here's some trim here, daisy trim. And then this is a vintage card that I had bought, and I didn't want to cut it up, so I just made a photocopy of it for myself to put in the book. And then here's some paper. So the colors I used were pinks, reds, yellows, and greens, and some blue. And this says, "You are very sweet." Okay, and some more papers. I'm going to lower this light a little bit. I don't know if that's any better. I hate it when I don't film on a sunny day. It's here in Texas, it's just been on and off rain. And every time I want to film, it always wants to rain. So I just said, you know what? I'm just going to use some of my lamps, get this set up. Anyway, here's some papers. This is a vintage ledger. A children's book, not a book, but a writing tablet, graph paper, and then here's a Strawberry Shortcake coloring book that I got at the Dollar Tree. So I used that, and here's some blank music note sheet. And then this is another Strawberry Shortcake that I photocopied from a card. So, you know, instead of cutting up your vintage card, you can just make photocopies for yourself. And then here's note paper here. And a lot of these papers, the note papers I get from Etsy sellers. You know, support us Etsy sellers. And here's some more paper. And here's a tuck spot with doilies. And here's some more note papers. And then here's a pocket. And then here's a strawberry trim. I think I got this at Joann's a while back. So I've been having trouble finding strawberry trims. Every time I go online to look for some, they're always sold out. Pom-poms, and then here's stationery, some old printer paper. I don't know if you can see that. And then here's a ledger, some stripe. This is perfect because it reminds me of their stripe stockings that the dolls have. And then here's a playing card, a vintage, what is this, receipt, and then some more note paper. There's a paper sack with some journaling cards. And here's a rectangle doily. I might have some more of these in my shop. I'm not sure. I've got to check my inventory, see if I have any more. And then I made a pocket here. And then this is an actual vintage envelope that I happened to stumble upon, and a card. It's hard to find these vintage stationaries. And then I made a 2 pocket here. Oop, moved my light. And then here's a tally card, also from an Etsy seller. Some note cards that I just cut up, library card, and this is a vintage playing card. And then these I made out of foam and just cut strawberry shapes. And the other side, so here's the other half of the things that are folded. Music sheet, strawberry stickers, the other half of the coloring book, or some rickrack. And then this is a brochure, little brochure that I got. This is old. I have had this. Well, I made a photocopy of the little brochure for a Strawberry Shortcake doll, I believe, or I don't know. I can't remember what I bought, but this is from the 80s. And of course, I didn't want to cut it up, so I made a photocopy. And I don't know what I did with those brochures. I had a whole envelope of Strawberry Shortcake stuff. I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it. Hopefully I find it, because I wanted to show you all the different things that you could use for your journal. And here's just a vintage flash card that I plan on decoupaging. And then this is the last page. All right. Okay, so then let me show you some ephemera, or Ephemera. I have a hard time saying that word. Be right back. All right, so I just took these out of the the bag it was in. So I've got two of these. They're basically the same, slightly different. So I've got some sacks here, some rickrack and tickets, and I've got these charms. These two charms here. So I've got this little flower because the the strawberry plant has these little white flowers with yellow centers. And then I've just got some mulberry craft flowers. And then I've got just strawberry cutout, a sticker. I'm sorry, that's a sticker. And then two playing cards, and then one of them has a image. And there's the other one is like this, but with a different image. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, so here's the other image that goes with the other pack. And then here's a tally card, and the other one has a tally card as well, but it's different. Again, they're the same but different. A stamp, and the other one has a stamp, but that's different. And they have the same stickers, and I also sell the sticker, the whole pack in my shop. And then a couple of bingo cards, and then the pack. Both pack has this image here, and they have this, and then here's a vintage recipe card. You can fold it in half, but I didn't want to fold it in half. They both have a journal card that I cut out, and I made a tag, same one for each pack. And they both have this tag, and then they have this vintage recipe card as well. And and the rest of these they both have. So I have index cards, vintage guest check, and note paper that has lines. The other one has polka dots in the back. And then the doilies. Can't talk anymore. But anyway, so those are in my Etsy shop, and the link is below. And so if you've never been to my Etsy shop, you're welcome to look around. I encourage it. I have lots of papers, stickers, things for journaling, scrapbooking, and I do hope you come back. So I'm going to be hopefully making another video in a few days. So thank you so much. Have a great day.